Hello, everyone. Welcome to our live day number 2 of the bootcamp. Hello, Rita. Hello, everyone. Let me know that you're here with me. Where are you watching me from? And let me know if you were able to watch or attend live day number 1. I see some familiar faces. I see people still joining us. Let me know if you can hear me well. The sound, the picture is okay. Let me know in the comments. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our live. Can you hear me well? Is the sound, the picture is okay? Let me know in the comments. And also let me know if you were able to attend or watch day number 1. And of course, you can still find the recording in the featured section of our Facebook group. So all the recordings will remain at your disposal by the end of this week and then will be deleted. You can find day number 1, how to set up SMART goals, in our group. And today we're going to discuss about how to niche down your target market. Let me know also if you were able to download to get access to the worksheet that was shared with you 2 hours ahead. So you need first to have registered at vmentoring.com/summer-bootcamp, receive a welcome email from info@vmentoring.com, join the Facebook group, and 2 hours ahead of every training, you'll be receiving the worksheet and one reminder email the moment that we start. So Rita, did you get your worksheet? Hello, everyone. Let me know. I wanted to follow today's webinar before because more or less are the same you highlighted yesterday. Okay, Rita, what's this? And then I would suggest you to actually share your results underneath of the respected video. So once you have done your SMART goals, guys, go underneath the SMART goals, okay, and share your SMART goals based on day number 1 training. Once you have done the assignment of today's training, day number 2 on your target market and needs, your buyer personas, go underneath today's video and share your results like your clients. Hello, Christina. Did you do the SMART goals exercise yesterday? Were you able to get? Yes, you received it, Rita. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Christina, did you receive the respected worksheet? Perfect. Today is very important exercise. Of course, yesterday you told me that it was also very inspiring and you learned many new things. And I'm glad that you were able to make it live. Today, we're going to discuss about your target market and why is that so important to have completed this exercise before tomorrow's workshop. Today's day number 2. Tomorrow will be the day number 3, which is going to take place on Zoom. The Zoom link will be shared with you early in the morning and you will get a few let's say, reminder emails throughout the day. Okay, perfect, Christina. Did you do the actual day number 1 exercise? So day number 1, day number 2, they are streamed live in our group and you will be able to actually get the recordings in our Facebook group. Tomorrow, July 30th, Thursday, we're going to actually meet at 5 p.m. in 2 hours from now on Zoom this time. So you need to check your inbox from info@vmentoring.com to get the Zoom link and join me live tomorrow for 2 hours at least. It's going to be interactive, results oriented. I would like to leave the workshop tomorrow with your own strategy, and those that they will stay until the end, they will get extra worksheets, so as for you to be able to do the work. So we are already in day number 2, how to define your buyer personas and your target market. Many of you told me I started the exercise but didn't finish it. Okay, Christina, do not overthink. Okay, we prefer better done than perfect. That's what my professor used to tell me, better done than perfect. Do not overthink. Again, let's find out who the ideal clients. So tomorrow is going to be a step-by-step interactive results-oriented 2 hours workshop live again. You will create your own personal strategy plan with actionable steps right after the workshop to be able to start attracting your ideal clients. And of course, I will be there to help you all the way since we're going to leave the group. What we're going to cover there, the biggest mistakes translators make that stop them from growing their business. By business, I mean you as a freelancer, the secrets of getting clients on demand every single day, the best way to get your ideal clients contacting you. Many of you come to me and tell me, Virginia, I don't really like to contact clients. I don't really like direct outreach. That's okay. You can use inbound client acquisition strategies and how to rapidly become the go-to expert in your field through sharing compelling content online. So today, let's focus on the second preparation exercise, more or less 1 hour, depending. I also started, but didn't finish it. Okay, why, Christina? What does it hold you back from finishing Day number 1 exercise. I would like you to share your SMART goals. That's it, okay? I don't want you to fill in the whole worksheet. I'm not going to review your whole worksheet. Please share underneath the respective video or a post of mine where I will be asking you to share your SMART goals based on the assignment that you have had, okay? Day number 2 today, again, live in our group. You're going to receive the recording in our Facebook group. The recording will remain at your disposal for a whole week, and tomorrow 2 hours workshop. I've been receiving so many questions of yours about me. I don't know if you know me already, Christina. We have 2 Christinas here, 2 Greek people. I don't know if you have been graduates of the translation department of the Ionian University, any of you guys, but I'm a certified translator. I graduated back in 2007 from the certified translators department, translation interpretation here in Greece. I got my MBA back in 2019. My thesis was in client acquisition strategies for language professionals. I'm currently a PhD candidate, hopefully concluding by the end of this year. And I'm studying translators, business performance factors. I have worked with over 10,000, more than 10,000 attendees throughout international conferences and my free trainings online like this one that we're here. And of course, my paid programs, I have worked with over 300 mentees. That's how I call the people that I work with in my mentorship programs. Christina says I did, yes. So Christina, we're graduates of the same department. So I'm the creator of the Fully Booked Translator Formula and the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System. They are the first comprehensive results-oriented business mentoring program for language professionals. And I'm the founder also of the Ask Your Mentor Anything live show on my YouTube channel. I used to broadcast at least live once per week. So you can find all the previous discussions and interviews on my YouTube channel there, clicking on the live tabs menu. The Fully Booked Translator Formula LinkedIn Edition, or you can call it the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System. It's a 3-month, 12-week, to be more precise, group coaching program for translators and interpreters. I initially started voluntary offering my service back in 2016, so over 10 years already. I created the first voluntary mentorship program here in Greece because the moment that I reached 10K months myself, I realized that it is my responsibility to give back to the community and share my knowledge. I create also the first voluntary program for the Certified Translators Association here in Greece with the team that we have had with the association. And then I also ran the program for a couple of rounds, and I was invited by you guys to actually create a paid program to pay me for my services. And the people I have worked with, they were able to become fully booked, by fully booked, to find enough clients just to reach their financial goals before the program ended. So I got so many good results and so many success stories that one thing after the other, I created the formula that really works, and you can actually get a screenshot or see the 3 stages, and that's why it's a 3 months. So we start with the basics. It's important for you to have a strategy. As you have realized here, you cannot complete one exercise if you don't have the full picture. So we create your ideal client avatars, we define your unique selling proposition, we optimize your online presence and your LinkedIn profile, we develop your positioning, so as you to be positioned as the go-to expert, and we create also LinkedIn messages that start a conversation based on templates. And of course, getting started, we implement also what we learn. So we don't only learn in theory your idea clients, but we are able to actually create a prospect list of 1,000, 2,000 people, idea clients. And that's really important for you to know that the strategy that we create together, even in this free training, is sustainable enough. So if you know that your idea clients exist only 20 out there, then you don't need to create a strategy. You just contact the 20 clients that exist out there, and that's it. If you really want to see sustainability in your strategy and your business growth, you need to know that there are enough clients out there. Also, it's really important to find the decision maker and to be able to run both email marketing campaigns and LinkedIn prospecting campaigns if you would like to predict your future. How to nurture the relationship with your idea clients, you learn as well. And of course, to become a master, we learn how to be able to post daily using hashtags to monitor your progress, to create content for your clients, and of course, sales navigator and automation systems that some of you join my programs only for the last part. But let's get back to today's training, because there is a very common misconception. You don't know the difference. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know, do you know the difference between target market and idea client or buyer persona? For me, buyer persona and idea client is more or less the same. You can find customer, idea client, or buyer persona avatars on Google. So you can Google and find many of them. Whereas target market, let's say, is a bit of more generic piece of the market where you can offer your own services. So your target market is the broad group of people who could need your services. Your buyer persona or idea client, which is the same, is the specific, detailed avatar within that market, the person that you shape your messaging, content, and outreach around. So get this clear first, okay? And then every message, every piece of your content, every outreach template you ever, okay, write depends on need. I have created also 17-page extra worksheet for those that they really struggle to find their ideal client. So if you would like the 17-page ideal client avatar, 50 questions to answer in order to find your ideal client, then a comment below this video, 50 questions, and I will be able to serve for you a drive link to download it as well. Is an extra worksheet, not the one that we're going to work together. At the second part of today's training, I'm going to share my screen and show you how and what is your assignment and how to work on the worksheet that you should have received already, guys, okay? So, the target market, okay, which the avatar is a part for. So we start by choosing our specialization. In case you have zero clue about who's your ideal client, you need to start backwards, okay? So we choose our specializations, the fields that we would like to become specialized in. Many of you told me yesterday, Virginia, I don't have the experience, okay, to actually get more clients or to niche down. I cannot call myself specialized because I don't have that much experience, which I get it, guys. But of course, that's why we're here, okay? So you can choose the specialization you would like to become specialized in case that you have zero specialization, or if you have some kind of experience, you go back through the projects that you have delivered and you choose the specializations that you feel that they're more profitable, or you really enjoy working with, or you see that there is quite, let's say, some kind of industry interest right now. Let me know if this has been helpful so far, or if there is anyone who cannot choose. Is there anyone here, guys, of you that you do not know what your specializations are or what specializations you would like to choose? Based on the specializations, okay, maximum 3 in order to promote yourself as the expert online, we choose the target market, the piece of the market that we can actually offer our services. By answering those questions that I have entered in those slides and in the worksheets, you will be able to find out what's your target market. So let's start. Who needs your service the most? So we assume that you offer certified translation or legal translation or technical translation. Who needs your service the most? You can answer those questions with me here live or while you're watching the recording. Okay, so as for me to be able to get back to you and to give you feedback. So who needs your service the most? So for example, in my case that I'm a legal translator, I know, for example, that legal departments in many companies, they need my service. So write them down, okay? Who is able to pay what you charge? That's a very eye-opening and turning point question here, because most of you don't think about it. So what we tend to do in our industry, we actually choose the specialization, we choose the clients, and then we accept the rates. Whereas actually the opposite should happen. And that's the reason why we don't achieve our financial goals. Because if you do not know how much you need to earn, how much you need to pay yourself in order to cover your bills, your expense, and to make some profit every month, by depending only to the rates that the clients they give you, then you realize that you jeopardize not to meet, okay, those requirements in terms of your financial situation. I understand that when you are a starting out colleague, you need to depend on agencies or the rates that the clients give you because you focus on improving the quality of your work or gaining experience. But again, this should happen in a framework where everything is legal, okay? So people, they don't take advantage of yours. And of course, you'll be able to make some profit. I remember when I started freelancing, because initially I started as an in-house translator, the agencies I started working with, they were paying me 0.015 cents. 1.5 cents. Can you realize? 1.5 cents. And of course, I was translating a lot. And until 3 a.m. in the morning, I was very happy that I was fully booked. I had so many projects, but at the end of the month, I couldn't pay my bills. And apart from the fact that we cannot make profit, we cannot pay our bills, so we work for other people, that has an effect to the whole industry. So we're not only responsible for our financial situation, but we're responsible for the whole industry that we affect, because if the clients, they are satisfied with our work and our lower rates, that those rates, they cannot help us pay our bills, they will become familiar with those rates, and then it's impossible, like very difficult for you, if not impossible, to actually increase your rates in the future, and that has an overall effect, to the whole industry. So definitely, that was another reason why I started mentoring voluntary other colleagues 10 years ago. Whose problems and goals do you care about? It's really important when you start or choosing your specialization or your target market to find clients that you really care about their problems and goals, okay? Because that way you will be able to be more passionate about. And of course, who is likely to give you large orders or repeat business? That is a clever one. You need to know that either they're able to give you large orders once or twice per year, or they can give you repeat business every month. So you need to actually make an online research to find out more about that information, okay? Let me know if you follow me here, if the pace is okay. Do you have any questions so far about the questions that we're discussing already? Let me know in the comments. And what sort of people do you enjoy spend time with? Why is that? Because of course I understand that we don't enjoy our time with everybody, but if we're going to create our avatar, like our ideal client, and we need to give them the characteristics that our ideal client should have, then I assume that you should enjoy working with your clients. So if you have already had an ideal client of yours in the past, you have worked with them, write down all the characteristics they used to have. You enjoyed like discussing with them, you shared the same values, they were very responsive, they paid on time. So write down the characteristics they used to have. And in case that you haven't worked with any of your ideal clients so far, make sure that you become resourceful and write down all the characteristics that you would like them to have in order for you to enjoy, spend time with, because you're going to spend the rest of your life most of the times. Okay, no questions at the moment, says Rita. Perfect, great to know. And of course, to continue working with them, who would be the easiest clients to get? That's another very clever question here. The first one, who is able to pay what you charge, is the first one, and the second one here from the list is who would be the easiest clients to get. Why is that? Because some of you come to me and you're telling me, Gina, I would like to enter a new market. And before that, if you would like to bring cash to your business and to increase, let's say, your fluidity and money, to bring money to your business, then start with the easiest clients to get. What is that? The industries that you already have a reputation, you have worked with. So, for example, my first client when I started freelancing was my initial employer when I was an employee, because they knew me, they trusted me, there were no confidentiality, let's say, reasons there not to trust me. So it was easy for me, to build trust and to start working with those. So you need to find the easiest to get. Maybe those that are locally based, where you are based, you can start with those. Or you can start with people that they are in your country rather than trying to find clients overseas. I would start definitely with the easiest clients to get, because that way we will be able to feel satisfied with the results that we get. Because if you start with the most difficult to get, then you might be disappointed and discouraged. Okay, and we don't want that when it comes to marketing. Where do you already have many contacts or an established reputation? That's a clever one as well. So if you have already many contacts in a specific field because of a hobby that you have or a previous employment that you have had, okay, that would be a starting point. And of course, an established reputation. I remember I got my first job because in my CV, I had written the topic of my thesis back in the university I graduated for. And I remember it was for, what was it? It was a manual, of some ships from French into Greek. And out of a coincidence, the first company that I went and I applied for, I didn't know the actual industry the company belonged to, was actually in the shipping industry, so defense industry. So more or less they were impressed with the topic. They found that there was some kind of relevancy. And even if I didn't have much experience, close to zero, because I was a newly graduate, I hadn't even got my degree when I got my first job, they trusted me because of the information I had written about my studies and my thesis. So what you need to do is to ask yourself these 7 questions. Who needs your service the most? Who is able to pay what you charge? Whose problems and goals do you care about? Who is likely to give you large orders or repeat business? What sort of people do you enjoy spending time with? And of course, who would be the easiest clients to get? Where do you already have contacts or an established reputation? So you need to reply to the 7 questions from the previous slide and define your target market. You have all of those questions as exercises in your worksheet that you have received via email 2 hours ahead. So you need to write down 1, 2, maximum 3 possible target markets, can be more than one based on those 7 questions. Circle the one that feels most energizing and most profitable. Work through the avatar worksheet and create your ideal customer profile. Note, okay, where this avatar already spends time, like LinkedIn groups, events, publication, like LinkedIn. I believe that everybody's on LinkedIn nowadays. So what we have already covered, and of course, I'm going to share my screen to show you your assignment through the worksheet that I have shared with you, is the difference between target market buyer persona Okay, which target market is a broad group whereby persona specific avatar person. Every message depends on knowing both. So you need to know both in order to create your messaging. By messaging, I mean the content that you address to your ideal client, not only through messaging them, but also your email marketing, your portfolio, your LinkedIn profile, anything that can address a message to your ideal clients through your online profiles. Okay. And the 7 questions that you have them. And of course, the next step is to complete the avatar for you, define 1+ target markets and bring it into your outreach. But of course, we don't use the avatar and target market for the outreach only. You will see tomorrow in the 2 hours of workshop how you can use your target market and the goals that we set yesterday. So that's why I'm insisting. And actually, I'm encouraging you to complete exercise number 1, yesterday's exercise, and exercise number 2, today's exercise, before you join tomorrow's workshop, so for you to be able to make the most out of it, because we're going to use this information not only for direct outreach methods, but also for inbound. When you would like to be found by your ideal clients, it's really important to know whom you're addressing your LinkedIn profile, for example. Okay, let me know if that makes sense. So benefits of knowing your target market, you stop wasting the time on wrong prospects. Like if you've been, let's say, receiving inquiries from people that they're not your ideal clients, if you've been contacting your ideal clients, but they're ghosting you, if you have sent you an emails and nobody got back to you, one reason might be that you are addressing the wrong market. Your outreach messages finally get replies. Yes, if your clients are ghosting you, that might be one reason. Your content attracts the right people, not just any people. Right now, you attract any people, if not no one. Why is that? Because the algorithm LinkedIn takes into consideration the information that you already have on your profile. So if your profile right now says just freelance translator for anybody, then they don't understand who's your ideal client, so your profile is not boosted to the audience. But if you tell them, for example, legal and business, Greek native, certified translation expert based in Athens, I help law firms and legal department of that kind of companies to achieve that kind of results through that kind of services, boom, LinkedIn algorithm, technically speaking, they understand exactly who's your ideal client and they start boosting the visibility of your profile. You will be able to see the results of improving your LinkedIn profile by 2,000% more views. I've seen that happening to my mentees of mine. By 2,000% more. So I definitely recommend you, as soon as you make the change to your LinkedIn profile based on those exercises that we work here in the bootcamp, share your results and the analytics of your profile. Is there anyone who doesn't know where to find the analytics on their LinkedIn profile? Share the increase to your analytics, because these are tangible results that you can see right away to your LinkedIn profile once you make the changes. And of course, you can charge higher rates to clients who value your specialization. The more specialized you are, the higher the chance to be found by your ideal clients, but also to find clients that they actually are higher paying clients. They respect you, they share the same values with you, and they're ready to invest in your services. Remember, these clients are everywhere, including on LinkedIn. As a freelancer, you're a business owner, not an employee. Even if you're fully booked, you need a strategy and a process in place. That's what we're going to cover tomorrow. And you can have a 6-figure revenue stream from LinkedIn. Some of you told me, Virginia, I really struggled to find clients and I didn't know LinkedIn if it's the right. I know colleagues with just a LinkedIn profile with no website to be able to earn 6K, 6,000 euros or dollars, depending where they're based, just having a very strong LinkedIn profile. Reply to the 7 questions and define your target market. Work on the avatar works to create your ideal customer profile and bring your defined avatar in tomorrow's outreach and work. And of course, for me, I will ask you to share in the comments underneath of this video your target market. That's your worksheet exercise. Reply to the above questions and define your target market. Could be more than one. Work on the avatar worksheet to create your ideal customer profile. I'm not going to review that. As you realize, there are too many people here. But definitely, I would expect to see your target markets in the comments underneath this video. Okay, this is your exercise number 2. And let me know if you have any kind of questions before I share my screen and we go to the actual worksheet that you should have received. This is the actual worksheet that you should have received. Let me know if you have access to this file. Don't request for access to this file. Just download it to your PC or create a copy to your drive. Don't click on the link and request access for the same file. Either download it or create a copy to your drive. So let's start. Get a clear picture of the people you would love to work with. Write down the top 5 reasons you love working with them. Okay, so this is really important to write them down. I know that some of you might tell me, Virginia, I don't have already clients. I do not know the character. You need to be resourceful in such a case, okay? And to use your imagination. I have the worksheet. Perfect, Lizelot. Great to know. And thank you for introducing yourself in the welcome video. Guys, if any of you Haven't introduced yet underneath the welcome video. Go back and watch the welcome video so as to understand how this bootcamp works and how you will be able to make the most out of it. Even if it's a free training, you'll be able to get results before the program ends, okay? And then, of course, you write down the characteristics and then you answer those questions, okay, that we already discussed. And based on your answers above, write your target market definition. That's what I would like you to share in the group. So once you've done the exercise, come again here below this video. If you're watching this video, use the hashtag replay and tag me. If you are here live with me, just share, okay, the results of your exercise. The ideal customer profile, I created here a file, which is landscape, so as for you to be able to fill in the information. The way that I work in my paid programs, the ideal client avatar is more related to LinkedIn, whereas here it has goals, value, books, magazines, websites, and more personal information. That's the traditional way of actually doing the exercise, but definitely objections, purchase role, and challenges that they face, and of course, why they would choose you. Those are really important sections, okay? And of course, the other details here for me are really important. Where do they find translators? What's the company size they work for? Industry and niche. Perfect. Let me know, guys, if that has been helpful so far. And if you would like the extra avatar worksheet, I will be saying only for you that you are going to say in the comments 50 questions, just to say the extra worksheet for you, extra exercise if you would like to do more work with your ideal client avatar, but do not overthink. Okay, by tomorrow, I would like you to know your 3 specializations and 3 target markets based on this exercise today. Any questions so far? So this is the file, 50 questions to get to know your ideal customer. Is an extra worksheet that I have prepared for you. And for me, the introduction here is really important because defining your ideal customer avatar is slightly different exercise to defining your broader target audience. For the purpose of this exercise, you want to have one person in mind. So your first exercise to find your target markets. Okay, Lizelot, I will be saying that to you. And then the next step is to find the avatar, okay? And remember, we're talking about a pretend or even real person who is ideal for what you offer. If this person discovered your offer today, they would immediately think, this is exactly what I need right now. That's the translator we're looking for. See, he can help us exactly with the project that we have. That's the reaction we want them to have once they meet us, either online or in person. This doesn't mean other people aren't a good fit for your offer. I got a very common question for you is, but what if I niche down to these 3 specializations or 3 target markets and other clients that I can serve their needs contact me? Of course, if they contact you and you can offer high quality work and you can serve their needs, go for it, okay? That doesn't mean that you won't be able to accept projects from other potential clients. It means that you can promote yourself as the go-to expert online so as you to be able to be found through the search engines and the algorithms of both Google and LinkedIn to start boosting the visibility of your profile to the right people. That's what we're trying to do here today, okay? And that's the only way to be found to increase your views to your LinkedIn profile by 200 and 2,000% more views, okay? Of course, there will be a variety of people who buy your offer. However, having one person in mind helps you visualize and pretend you are talking to a real person when crafting your offer, branding and content. Like when we create an offer, our branding and our content is really important to have them in our minds just to be able to make that conversational with the right keywords, just to be found. It is also recommended having a photo of your ideal client avatar. You can use a stock image or you can cut out a photo from a magazine. If you are lucky enough, and you already have worked with your ideal client in the past, then go and find them on LinkedIn, use their photo and their LinkedIn profile for this exercise for you. So let me know in the comments, guys, have you already worked with your ideal clients? Or you're going to imaginary use them? Hi, Lucia. I was watching from LinkedIn and I didn't understand where the chat was. Now I finally joined via Facebook. Great, Lucia. That's why we have the group here, to have only in private our conversation. Welcome. So, Lucia, is this clear? What is your assignment about and what to do next? You know what you need to do next. If somebody would like this 50 questions extra worksheet, you need to comment below, okay? 50 questions is for you to be able to get the link to this file extra, because it's an extra worksheet rather than the one that you have received 2 hours ahead. Lucia, have you been receiving the worksheets of yesterday's and today's exercise? And also, were you able to watch day number 1 yesterday? So you see 50 questions here. Okay, 17 pages questions. And of course, now that you know your ideal client avatar, remember to always keep him or her in mind when you design your brand's visual identity, the colors, the fonts, okay, creating your social media post images, writing your social media post captions, deciding on your lead magnet, deciding on your paid offers, deciding on your pricing, writing your website and sales page copy, recording your video trainings and webinars, doing live videos on social media, writing and sending emails. So everything that we do here with today's exercise, that is what it has as a purpose, okay? You to be able to be prepared for the future, for tomorrow's workshop, actually 2 hours workshop on Zoom tomorrow, so not live in the group. So you need to have registered in order to receive the Zoom link early in the morning. Yes, I'm following. Thanks. 50 questions. Okay, Lucia, great. And of course, don't forget today's exercise, which is to share your 3 target markets in the comments of this video, and go and find exercise number 1 recording in the featured section of our Facebook group. And again, in the comments, share your SMART goals so as to receive feedback from me. Do the work so as for you to get some tangible results. The reason why we fail from other courses or other CPD opportunities, other online trainings, is because they teach you and they don't give you feedback and they don't follow up. I'm here live with you for 3 days to follow up with your assignments, to give you feedback, and you to be able, okay, to continue. Okay. So, pleasure to see you, everybody, here. Let me know if there are any kind of questions tomorrow, 5 p.m. Central European Time on Zoom this time. Add the info@vmentoring.com, my email, to your contacts so as you to be able to receiving them. Okay. And of course, in case that you're watching the replay, use the hashtag replay and tag me in the comments. I would love to see you tomorrow. Keep aside at least 2 hours. Hello, Susa. Hello, Lucia. Hello, Lizelot, Rita, Christina, everyone who is live here with me. Let me know if you have any kind of questions. Please do the work. Do a favor to yourself, okay? Do the work just to see if actually what I'm teaching you works or not. And if you do the work, you will be able to leave this actually free training with some tangible results already. See you tomorrow for the 2 hours workshop where we're going to create your own strategy, but you need to have completed exercise 1 and exercise 2 to actually get some progress, okay? Any kind of questions before we close? Say in the comments the word 50 questions so as me to be able to send you the extra worksheet. And of course, your assignment of today's is to actually go and decide what's your target market by answering the questions in the respective worksheet that you have received 2 hours ahead. If you haven't received, okay, just comment below and let me know, or send me an email at info@vmentoring.com. I will. Thank you. Okay, Christina, can't wait to see you tomorrow. And of course, do the work. Day number 1 and day number 2. 80% is the mindset, 20% is the action taken. So if you don't take action, if you don't change your mindset, okay, there is nothing is going to change. Everything will remain the same. We want to change things by joining this free bootcamp. Of course, if somebody would like to see the full change, they need to join my 12-week business mentorship program. There, as you mentioned, the Fully Booked Translator Formula is a more comprehensive approach where we work all of us together and continue the momentum for 12 weeks. You might think that is a long time, but actually it's very fast. The time flies because we create everything that you might need in 12 weeks. So it's for you to start getting clients on demand on a daily basis and reaching 10K months. See you tomorrow. Can't wait. Yes, I'm looking also forward to tomorrow's call, Lizelot. Can't wait to see you there, guys. If you're watching the replay, use the hashtag replay and let me know here in the comments. Can't wait to see you tomorrow on Zoom again. Don't get confused. 2 preparation exercises here live in the group, so as to have the momentum in the discussion tomorrow on Zoom. Okay. 2 hours workshops just to create your own strategy. No more excuses. You will have everything that you need to get clients. And of course, for extra support or personalized support or one-to-one personalized mentorship programs, you need to send me an email at info@vmentoring.com or contact me on LinkedIn or wherever we're connected. So see you tomorrow, guys. And can't wait to see your results in the comments of each video, okay? Your SMART goals and your target markets. Bye-bye, everyone. See you tomorrow.